It looks like I ripped my pants again. Meet Xylo. He is a very hyper 4-year-old that is forever ripping his pants. I mean, this kid literally climbs the walls like a gremlin. It has been said that he will make a great bungee jumper or mountain climber someday. As you can see, he is practicing his climbing right now. Stay tuned and I will demonstrate 4 simple techniques that you can use to repair seam rips without a sewing machine. It looks like I ripped my pants again.
So, wow. Look at that. Oh my God. That's a big hole. Oh my goodness. That's just too big of a hole. So, I got an idea. We're going to do staple it. Let's staple it. And when you staple it, you want to staple it where you have it right in the crease. There is a crease there from when you when the stitching was there. So you just want to staple it right down, just like so, all the way. I would use as many staples as you can, all the way on that seam. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? Do you see the staples? Let's see if I can get you, so I want you to see this. You want to staple it right where the crease is. That's where the stitching used to be. See what I'm doing there? Just a quick fix. Just a quick fix. Okay, so you see where I have the creases? This is where you want to take your staple and staple right in that crease. And you might need to set it down even. Yep, just like that. It'll be a temporary fix, of course, until you get home or till you get to a seamstress somewhere, and then you just turn it back over, and voila! Look, you can still kind of see the staples a little bit, but at least that way you will just use the staple. Hey, hey!
Oh no! It looks like I ripped my pants again.
Another temporary fix for a hole in the pants. Oh my gosh, we still got that hole in the pants. Is to use safety pins, especially for little kids. You want to use safety pins. So you might take that safety pin and you just want to put it in the crease. How about that? And you just kind of weave and bob in and out, just like that. Just weave and bob in and out, and pin it nice and safe. And you want to do that on probably about as many as you possibly can. To make it nice and secure. So you just kind of do a weave and a bob, kind of like a stitch almost, and then you pin it in place. Look at that. So that's the way we're going to do that. Another one. That's another quick fix for now. Okay, so let's try to get a close-up of that safety pin thing. So as you can see, I got a couple of pins there already, and like I said, you're just going to go in and out, weave and bob, kind of like a weaving or like using a needle, and you're going in and out, and then you just kind of make it straight a little bit, just kind of straighten it out. And you want to make sure your pins are nice and straight. There is no bends in them. This is a little bit more safer, I would think, for children, but it's only a temporary fix. So just remember, it's only a temporary thing until you can get to the seamstress, guys. I would think personally that stapling would last longer than the safety pins, of course, but this is just another way. If you have another technique of keeping that seam together temporarily or permanently even, that would be awesome. So if you would show it to us, it, make a comment in the comment section below and show us what your idea is of how to keep that safe. So you have a whole bunch of pins there, but at least it should stay for a while until you can get it to But like I said, you want to turn it, see how nice that stayed. It's going to stay until you can get it sewn. So like I said, you want to turn your pants inside out, and you want to work on the seam just by doing pins, simple safety pins. Look at that. So one way of doing it. I'm coming back again. So we still got our pants, still got a big hole in it. Oh my God, what a hole. What a hole. So I'm gonna turn those pants inside out again. I have a whole nother technique. And this time we are going to use some glue, some fabric glue. And what I would have you to do is grab some stick pins. And you want to take those stick pins and you just want to go like this. You want to bob and weave, bob and weave. I would like to see you with like bigger pins, like maybe the quilting pins. See how long the quilting pins are? And what those stick pins is going to do is stop that glue from coming to the other side or the outside. Is what the stick pins is basically going to do. You may have to throw them away after you're done, but nevertheless, they're good to use because that way it's going to stop the glue from coming to the outside of the pants. We only want it to be on the inside of the pants. So go ahead and continue to glue, or to continue to put your stick pins in just like so. I need one more stick pin. Grab another stick pin real quick. And one more should do it. Okay, so once you got your pins all stuck in there into the seam, then you want to take your glue, you want to open up your glue, and you're going to just take your glue and you're going to actually put it like right along down it. So another technique is using some glue, some fabric glue. This is not the best fabric glue, but they do have a fabric glue with tacky glue, which would be the best glue to use. There is glue that is a permanent glue. So what you want to do is take some stick pins, and you want to just kind of weave and bob again in that where the stick pin, or you want to just take that stick pin and just kind of weave and bob, and you want to fill it all the way through. So then you want to take, the reason why I have those pins there so that glue don't run onto the outside of the fabric. So then you want to just take your tacky glue, whatever glue that you decide to do, and you want to just take and put it in the crease right here. That's why that stick pins is there though, however, so that you can put the tacky glue or whatever glue. I also have another type glue, which is this is a permanent glue. So the permanent glue would be by far the best thing to use is your permanent glue. I think I'll just continue with the tacky glue, however. And then you just kind of want to just kind of go in the inside just like that all the way until you get it all filled up with that glue, a strip of glue. And then you're going to let it dry. You just kind of let it dry. I would say probably for about 24 hours. So most glues will tell you how long that it needs to dry, but anyway, you just want to read the directions on it, how long it takes to dry, and you want to allow it to dry. Okay, so after you have removed your stick pins, just take some potato chip bag holders like I have here. You can get them from like the dollar store or something to that nature. And what it will do is just hold the seam down tightly, secure it down tightly in place until the glue completely dry, and that's going to be a very good fix once it dries.
Oh no, it looks like I ripped my pants again.
So I have an even better idea. How about the old-fashioned way with a needle, and some thread? So let me just show you how to do that. You just kind of get your little scissors or some nippers, it's fine. Thread that needle. Let's see if I can get that needle. It's a little hard to get. Thread a needle. Oh, I threaded it. That's a pretty good size needle. And tie a knot at the end of your thread. There, a little knot. And leave that hanging there for now. you take your pants. Look, I still have a pint. That's fine. Just pin them along. And we're just going to do like this. We're going to weave and bob again. Just like you took that. Just in and out. Just like that. In, under, and over. You can do it just like that. And you want to do that in the seam. Right there where the seam used to be. Why don't we try to get a close-up of this? Just going in and out, weaving and bobbing. Look how easy that is, guys. I think this is by far the better way of doing it. However, if you don't have a needle and thread, you could try those other options. How about that? The staple. How about that? I like the staple one. I think that's pretty cool. However, I do like just a plain old needle and thread. And you just kind of go in and out just like that. How about that? So we'll just continue. Matter of fact, I feel better without those pins in there. So I'm just going to take those pins all out. I don't want to stick my finger. So let's go back to the weaving and bobbing. I think I want to use my thimble. I think that's pretty important in sewing when you're trying to do with a needle and thread. You don't want to stick your hand with the needle or with that needle. It will stick that finger. So you always use that index finger to push it through. So that's why that needle, that thimble, sorry, the thimble is important to have when you're doing this. So anyway, as you can see, I'm going in and out, just like I said, in and out, weaving and bobbing, just like we did with the pins. And you're pulling that thread all the way through. I'm using white thread so that you can see the weaving and the bobbing. You can see the color that I'm using white thread. You can kind of see the pattern that I'm using when I'm doing this. Isn't that cool? So that's by far to me the quickest way to hold it together. And again, it can be temporary. This can actually be a permanent thing if you do it. If you come back again, you can actually hold it in there pretty good. How about that, huh, guys? So you just want to keep weaving and bobbing and weaving, just like that. And it's very easy to take this out. This can also be called a basting stitch when you're sewing. You can use this as a basting stitch for gathers or what have you. As you can see, the thread is pretty, it's a thick thread that I have. And so anyway, that's it. That's the way it will look when you're done. It should look just like that, the other side. So, and if you turned it inside out, of course, we're going to cut that string. You want to probably tie a knot. Let's see, let's go ahead and finish that off. You can actually come back through again. Nope, we're not going to do that. Tell you what, here, let's do this. To knot that off, we'll just do an in and out like that. And we'll go over again and back through. So that actually has knocked that off. It's not going to come out. And you just cut it. Here we go. All done. Very simple. Then you take and you turn your pants. And look. Of course you can see the white because I use white thread. You can see a little bit of the white. However, if you use black or whatever color your pant is, then you got it going on. You won't be able to see that at all. So, very cool, huh, guys? Bow, do a bow again. Oh, do it again. Good job, Zolo. All right, see you. Bye-bye. Bye, Zolo. Okay, say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See you soon.
See you soon.
I gotta go get my pants fixed. See you soon. I ripped my pants again.